is Cole Palmer.
Yeah, really good buy. 13 goals, as you can...
The winning goal against Leeds United in the 5th round.
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant.
There, the Zambian international. He's the man to fill Vardy's boots.
Yeah, and he came with a...
Leicester City, of course, who would normally be visiting Stamford Bridge.
Newcastle, when they've got to win 3-2, Mudryk coming off the bench and getting the winner, but it wasn't a great...
It was won by Leicester City, thanks to a Yuri Tielemans strike. The Fox in the last 2 FA Cup ties and the last 2 games in the Premier League. National Abdul Fattawu scored the winner in the last round. And get past Leicester City today, Enzo Maresca. Away we go at Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge adding to the atmosphere surrounding this quarter-final as Steffi Faithwood in for this one. But here comes Cole Palmer for the first time in this quarter-final tie. Sent it in, little flick to the near post. And with Jackson, Fattawu, here is Sterling. Looking for Jackson and Didi as well. And it comes and struck first time, drilled into the ground by Harry Winks. And he's faced by Fattawu, but more
stopper rather than a dictating goalkeeper.
Now here's Jackson, and it's Cox. Steady play from the former Tottenham man as it's whipped across the... ahead of him, Gusto on the outside, and didn't come close to finding either of them, and Mudryk there upending Mavididi. Taking on Vestergaard, breezing past him, supports there! Cucurella scores! Chelsea!
Texel comes by Fattawu losing the ball, running across the 18-yard box, and suddenly Chelsea hit on the counter-attack. Really good, just taps it in.
Cucurella's first goal for Chelsea. What a match to score it in. And what a chance as well. He could hardly miss from there.
Could hardly miss from there, on his left foot as well. But good to see him getting forward, though, Simon. You can see him.
Mudryk, pace, skill. Almost a chance there for Nicholas Jackson. What a lovely passage of play there from Mudryk.
Yeah, I should have watched him the other night, same as today. They don't get enough movement off the ball. Sanchez getting caught then, very fortunate.
There's Patson Daka loitering.
Yeah, and this is what they did the other night.
This is Malo Gusto. Well, not a great ball in. He was rather lucky there. Top dollar for it, do you? That's one of the key issues here. Is Sanchez gathered?
Gotcha.
Yeah, but then again, you know, he's another player, really talented, obviously, but he had... Nicely done by Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, who then goes to ground under the challenge from Axel Disasi. Leicester City with the flocks off the heels of Raheem Sterling, but here comes Jackson now. Challenge Tower. Will he have a little more joy this time? Towards the far post it goes. And that was Patson Daka on the end of it. Leicester getting closer.
A real good look at themselves, I feel.
There's a Chowdhury with the throw, and Chelsea right-hand side, and Gusto is full of power and skill, and he's covered on Didi. He's got Dewsbury Hall ahead of him here. They're ahead of Caicedo, and headed behind by Cucurella.
Well, what is Sanchez doing here?
In the middle, Jackson's there, Mudryk wants it. It falls to Raheem Sterling. Big challenge made there, right under the referee's nose, and he didn't like it. It's a penalty.
Well, I'd like to see this again from another angle. Did he win the ball?
Here, 25 minutes into this cup tie, which he has not taken. It's a super stop.
Dreadful penalty. Absolutely dreadful.
Stolacic makes him. Disasi slides in. Dewsbury Hall still going here. Superb play. And again, it's Cucurella with the header away, with Fattawu loitering right from Raheem Sterling to effectively keep his on. Wink, says referee madly. And here's Caicedo. Almost in again. Fouls with a header away. Winks challenged by Caicedo. Took a whack as well in the process. It's a Leicester City. Leicester again in a promising... Did it well. Fattawu looking now for Ndidi this time, but it's a Cucurella. Inter's underneath this one, but beaten to it. It was the header down by Vestergaard. Real late drama in their match at Molineux against Wolverhampton Wanderers yesterday. Caicedo goes to ground, free kick Chelsea. Yeah. And then, of course, the small matter of... Here's Sterling, who missed the penalty. Mudryk will chase, and Stolacic. He had to be fleet of foot to get there first. And Caicedo into Raheem Sterling. Great chance for number 2, and a chance not taken. by Chelsea's number 7. He goes again. It's Raheem Sterling now, looking to set Chelsea up for number 2, and that's exactly what he's done. And almost on the stroke of half-time, Chelsea have the second goal they were looking for, and Cole Palmer, their man of the...
Devastating. On this, you've got to give great praise to Sterling on this occasion with the delivery rather than finishing up the shots. He puts it on a plate for Cole Palmer. We haven't seen much of Cole Palmer, but this is what he does. You give him a chance and he'll stick it away, but Sterling does well.
At the end of the opening period, Caicedo, Chelsea sensing the opportunity to put the tie to bed if they haven't already. That was Gallagher's shot.
Yeah, the first time we...
In the second half, as Chelsea look to make yet another FA Cup. As Conor Gallagher gets us underway at the start of the second half, no changes made by either. Rick finding Cucurella, and then Gallagher crafting that pass towards Sterling. And the ball has ended up in the back of the net beyond Robert Sanchez. Wow, Leicester City.
Incredible. Disasi and Sanchez want to mix up. But he holds his hand up.
Yeah, Mr. Nowhere. Leicester City are suddenly back in this cup tie. The throwback from Malo Gusto, Disasi under pressure from Patson Daka, he got there first, and Sanchez. I sharpen their minds that the tie isn't won yet, as Caicedo brings the save from Stolacic.
Yeah, Caicedo gets shoot.
Cup quarter-final tie, did so with Tottenham against Millwall a few years ago, as it's into the box, and... Shame they can't call on the wily old Fox Vardy to come on, isn't it, really? When they need a goal. Finds Fatawu, and suddenly Chelsea are rocked back on their heels, and this is Fatawu into Ndidi, and Daka going for it again, getting there ahead of Trevor Chalobah. Yep, in the back of Chelsea's net. Just over half an hour to go. Ian Mudryk could be away, and Leicester are scrambling back as Mudryk tries to cross and has to set. Chelsea backpedaling, still with Mavididi. Oh, what a sensational goal! Leicester City at level. 2 down at half-time. They are still fighting in the FA Cup. The own goal opened the door for the Championship side. And Mavididi now brings them level at Stamford Bridge. And Mudryk and Sterling, and the big block there made by Vestergaard, and it's over the top and behind, off the boot of Mykhailo Mudryk. Action with a lovely turn. Doyle comes across. Nicholas Jackson challenged down under the tackle from Callum Doyle. The referee has had a think, and Chelsea are going to be awarded a penalty.
Yeah, I think it...
And it's a red card for Callum Doyle. Chukwuemeka. Goal kick. Elbow room, they look to be in the ascendancy. Can they steal it at the last? Chukwuemeka! But the replacement for Raheem Sterling scores a late goal for Mauricio Pochettino and his team as they strive to reach Wembley in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. The 10 men of Leicester fall behind in added time.
Look at this little flick here from Cole Palmer.
Deep in added time, Noni Madueke, and still Madueke. Oh, sensational! Madueke completes the job. Chelsea through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup yet again. It's a regular theme in recent seasons. They've been made to brilliance from Noni Madueke.
Well, another substitute gets a goal. I wonder if this got a deflection which whipped it up into the top corner, but he won't mind. Chelsea won't mind. That's 4-2.